Good evening, everybody. This is Dumpster Cat. Welcome back to another video. Hopefully you guys are doing well. In this one, we have a bit of an experimental Golgari brew for you guys that I've been testing out recently. This black-green Adventurous deck with Edgewall Innkeeper and a bunch of black-green adventure creatures has always been on my radar and has kind of always been not too successful, not powerful enough for the Pioneer format, I felt. But now, of course, with the printing of Mosswood Dreadknight, we get a really big upgrade. Obviously, all of our black-green decks have gotten a considerable upgrade with the printing of this card, but being an adventure creature just works very well, of course, with Edgewall Innkeeper, and of course just the entire mid-range style plan that we want to be going for with this deck. So you may have noticed that we don't have cards like Graveyard Trespasser, Liliana, Scavenging Ooze, or like Questing Beast even. But those cards are replaced with cards like Lovestruck Beast, Murderous Rider, and to a lesser, kind of more unassuming extent, Foulmire Knight, which kind of has been an all-star for me, honestly. Just basically with all these adventure creatures we have a lot of X for 1 potential. We aren't playing Lucky Clover, which I know is a really powerful effect in this format, but I've kind of found that that card is a bit too slow, and we just kind of want to be an aggressive mid-range deck with this archetype, and getting like the extra value of, say, like Dread Whispers or Profane Insight, or even getting like 2 for 1 potential with Murderous Rider, killing 2 creatures or planeswalkers, can be really nice, of course, but in my testing has just been more often than not just not very powerful enough and not very relevant enough for the format right now. So that's why I'm not playing that card. But other than that, the deck has been pretty sweet for me. We just get to play a nice attrition-style black-green deck, beat the opponent down, try to get value off our Innkeepers as much as possible. Obviously, we do have some bad top decks if we don't have like an Innkeeper out. Foulmire Knight may not be the best top deck, but as hopefully we do see in this video, the deck is pretty cohesive and just definitely has a at least has a strategy going for it that it wants to pursue. Other than that, in the sideboard, this is like my mono green / sacrifice pile that I put together and have been pretty satisfied with recently. And other than that, just pretty standard sideboard stuff that we've been seeing in mid-range overall. And yeah, with that being said, hopefully we do well in this video. Of course, thank you all for the support. And let's get on with the matches. Alright, match number 1 here. We have a keepable hand. We're on the draw against a Yorion deck, which is a little scary. We go with a Fabled Passage, which kind of makes me think like an Omnath deck, but we'll see. I guess I could just lead on this Blooming Marsh and pass turn. With Foulmire Knight, usually we don't want to be playing this as a 1/1, I think for obvious reasons. Maybe like in aggro matchups, that's a fine play. But I think overall, just want to be waiting for either getting an Innkeeper or just getting the Profane Insight 2 for 1. Zagoth Triumph, okay, interesting. Okay, Thoughtseize was a pretty nice draw. Let's go with that. Okay, so yeah, definitely looks like a Bring to Light, maybe Niv Mizzet deck. They have no white mana, so I guess I'll just be taking the Caryatid and leaving them with a bunch of white cards, right? Yeah, seems pretty good to me. Okay, so they drew that Ketria Triumph, which does not give them any other mana that they didn't have, I guess, other than red, right? But they already had the mountain. We drew Lovestruck Beast, which wasn't terrible. Interesting what we do here. I think I may just pass, although we can go play the Lovestruck Beast and then just play Foulmire Knight next turn, so I can attack. Yeah, I kind of actually like that game plan just because the opponent's not really doing much right now, and I kind of feel like I want to pressure them as much as possible while they're stumbling on their colors a bit here. Okay, and so I think, so they didn't put Yorion into hand. But yeah, I think I'm still just gonna go Profane Insight. Just get my 2-for-1. Play the Foulmire Knight. Thoughtseize is pretty nice too, but I think we still go for Foulmire Knight and swing in for 5. Swamp. Okay, so still no white mana, which is great for us. Let's start with the Thoughtseize. Okay, and I have Island in hand. Gotcha. So, what is the most worrisome card? I guess Thoughtseize right now, if they draw a white source. I don't know why they didn't put Yorion into hand. Yeah, I guess let's just take Thoughtseize. Play Glissa and swing for 6. Yeah, that Thoughtseize on the Caryatid was pretty good for us. Up the Beanstalk. Okay, that's really cool. And they just pass. Okay. So it looked like they were paying costs there for something. Okay, I just concede. Gotcha. Okay, so up the Beanstalk, Yorion. Maybe Bring to Light, maybe Niv Mizzet, maybe Omnath. I think we definitely want Duresses in this matchup. What else? Probably Invoke Despair. Maybe go Blink, but maybe not. Shadow can also just be a nice beater in the early games, or early turns rather. I think Fatal Push can be a cut pretty easily. Maybe like, oh, I guess Decay, it's Beanstalk. Probably trim like a Foulmire Knight. And then do we want the shadows? Does anything else seem like not the best? Maybe like a Heartless Act. And maybe one Murderous Rider. Didn't seem like they had too many creatures for us to worry about. So I think I'm good with this. Leaving one shadow on the board. Okay, it's a pretty good hand. Keep. Okay, there's white mana for them. Duress is pretty good as well. Okay, so they do have Beanstalk, and then Elishnor and Dreadbore Bring to Light. Interesting. So I guess let's take the Beanstalk right now, knowing that we don't have like a Glissa or Decay or Trophy in hand. And then let's just play Dreadknight now, and then next turn we could possibly go like Duress Dreadknight, Duress Shadow, Duress Dread Whispers, some combination of double spelling there. And then we're probably going to take the Bring to Light here. So let's start with an attack. They drew Valky. Interesting. Let's just like Bring to Light pretty easily, I think. And let's play out second Dreadknight, I guess. Do think we want to get the creature down. Like going Dread Whispers, trying to find 4th land for Sheoldred is pretty nice. But I think just being aggressive is a bit better here. Wow, top deck Clarion is really good for them. Dang, that's probably the best draw for sure. Okay, I think I'm just gonna go Dread Whispers here to start. Try to get land would be really nice. Okay, sweet. Now, do we go second Dread Whispers or just Dreadknight? I think just Dreadknight. So that bought them a lot of time. Maybe could have gone Shadow there, actually. I'm not completely sure. I guess that doesn't play around Dreadbore that well, though. Thoughtseize, okay. Interesting. Kind of wasn't expecting that card from them. They take Sheoldred. Take Sheoldred despite having Dreadbore is interesting. But now we have Perfect Information. I was kind of expecting them to maybe take Swift End for the Elishnorn. Let's play Shadow, leave up Profane Insight and Swift End. So we have Perfect Information, they drew Fable Passage. I guess maybe they want to Valky our Swift End. I'm definitely fine with that though, I feel like. Dreadbore Shadow, okay. And Valky? Yes, okay. So they'll probably take Swift End, I'm guessing here. Or I guess Murderous Rider. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, it's a pretty good draw actually. It's also a very good draw. Yeah, let's just go with the Invoke Despair. Seems pretty good. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the deck feels pretty good so far. Honestly, kind of feel like main decking these shadows can be pretty good for us, not gonna lie. Let me just duress, because I think I'm just gonna go Swift End or Edict and want to get like a Bring to Light. Okay, that's fine. Out of their hand, maybe. So let's just go Swift End here. And then see the power of Innkeeper plus Foulmire Knight. And that should probably do it. Even if they have a Clarion, we just have Hive, so pretty nice matchup, number one. Getting the deck that kind of is trying to go over the top of us, I suppose. But yeah, we kind of just had a really nice mid-range game. Game plan going for us here. Thoughtseize was incredibly good game one. And yeah, kind of just drew well this game as well. So see you guys for the next one. Alright, match number 2. We are on the play for this one. A pretty nice hand. Always love seeing hands like this when we're on mid-range. And let's see what we're up against. Ooh, okay, so it looks like a blue-black control deck, probably. Pretty cool. What do I take here? Probably, I mean, we can just take Gearhulk as like the most powerful card in their hand. We don't really have any graveyard hate in the main deck. So yeah, let's just take Gearhulk. I think the game is probably gonna likely go to the point where they can have 6 mana, and at that point, Gearhulk is pretty game ending, I found most of the time. And we could play around these other 2 cards to a certain extent, right? Okay. Let's get a 1/1, pass turn. They play Island and not Hall, which is a little confusing. Looks like a swamp though. Consider, okay. Puts a swamp in the graveyard. Drowned Catacombs. Okay, so maybe that's why they went for islands. That still makes sense to go Hall, I think. So let's just go Tomb, pass. Their Extinction Event isn't the best. I mean, I guess they could use 4 mana to kill my Lovestruck Beast. Ooh, Quick Study. That's actually really good for them. Wow. Totally forgot this card was printed. Just a strictly better divination. Okay, so no Extinction Event. We have 7 cards in hand, which is a lot, and we are just drawing lands, unfortunately. And let's just pass. Let's see if they like Odawara, the Lovestruck Beast. Consider. Keeps a card on top. And dig through time. Ooh, wow. Okay. And Fatal Push, okay. And they didn't Fatal Push my Lovestruck Beast, even though they had Revolt, right? Because they had Fable Passage. Lots of lands. Yeah, and I don't think I'm actually gonna even play out my Murderous Rider here because of their Extinction Event. Okay. They're just going to counter this, but still kind of have to go for it. Negate, okay. It's a cool art. Lots of doing nothing here. So they didn't, I guess they played their Odawara. It didn't make a land drop next turn, or last turn rather. Okay. It's another dig through time? Yeah, it is. Okay. Wow. I mean, they still haven't really shown us how they're going to kill us. So I'll play it out for a little bit here, but I find it pretty unlikely we're going to win. Okay, and I guess, you know, we get to see more of their deck. I think I'm actually going to play out this Murderous Rider, too. Rewind, alright. Sweet. It's a deluge, wow. It's impressive. So they still have this counterspell in hand. Okay, I think I'm going to concede. Don't really want to... I mean, they could probably assume we're playing Sheoldred, but don't really want to show them that card necessarily. Especially when they just have counterspell anyways. Okay, so let's bring in... The Duresses for sure. I think Shadows for sure as well. And then maybe Invoke Despairs. Oh, and Go Blank. It's actually pretty good for us here. We could cut the Decay, cut probably all of the pushes. Edict and Trophy are probably still going to be in, but other than that we could probably like trim. Foulmire Knight's actually still pretty good. Trim removal. Maybe we only want like one invoke because they do have a lot of counters. Maybe just no invokes at all. It's like a nice 3-for-1, but or usually would be a nice 3-for-1 against them. But I think typically speaking, when they don't really have, or when they didn't show us too many creatures or planeswalkers, probably don't really want a card like that. Or enchantments. This is a pretty good hand though. So this is a hand where you could lead with Duress, then go Heart's Desire, or rather go, turn 2 Heart's Desire, Innkeeper, turn 3 hopefully go Lovestruck Beast, draw a card. If everything goes perfectly. Can nag like a Fatal Push maybe with this Duress, but we'll see. Pretty good mulligan to 6 though, for us. Okay, so let's take Make Disappear. So they have a pretty non-reactive hand, which is pretty good for us with the way our hand is. Oh, I guess we can't even, I lied. We can't go double spell here. Oh, it's a good draw though. Yeah, let's go with that. Wow, I drew Fatal Push, okay. Glad I drew Duress. Number 2. Put a swamp in the graveyard, okay. Ooh, another Innkeeper is interesting. I think I'm still supposed to get my value right now off the beast and not get greedy. We could go Heart's Desire plus second Innkeeper, but I think I just want to get my card here. A guaranteed one card. Ooh, actually probably should have played Innkeeper pre-combat in case they had a Fatal Push for that Innkeeper. And in fact, in case they have Extinction Event, I think I'm just not going to play this one out, actually. Now that I see they don't have a removal for that one. Okay, Quick Study. Pretty good. Dreadknight, interesting. Okay, so I think now let's just try to get some value going. Now if they have Wrath Effect, then it's not terrible because we're kind of refilling our hands to a certain extent here. They're gonna Sinister Sabotage, okay. And we finally draw land, let's go. And they're at 5, which is pretty good. Pretty good for us. Put the shock in. Kind of feeling a Wrath Effect here, yeah. Okay. So let's see if this Sheoldred sticks around for 2 turns. No, it does not look like it. Okay, dig through time. And they do have Field of Ruin for this Hive, which is pretty annoying. Oh, okay, though. Seems like they don't have removal right away. Field. Okay. Do they have Fatal Push? Edict. Okay. That's pretty good. Just gonna shock that in because why not? Doesn't really matter here. Okay, it's not a bad draw. Maybe I actually should have Profane Incited there first to try to draw into a discard spell. Gear Hulk. Wow. For what? Fatal Push? Huh, okay. Sure, can't do anything about that right now. Sheoldred's Edict, is that a mistake? I only have 1 mana open. Oh, sorry, this is without paying its mana cost. I'm stupid. I thought this was Snapcaster Mage for a second. Yes, okay. So you got it. I always forget how powerful that card is. So let's start with Edict, in case they have like Spell Pierce. And then Profane Insight. And I mean, 1/1 is lethal here, so we have that going for us, I guess. Takenuma, okay. Takenuma is pretty good too. Can get back Sheoldred. It's good that we're still pressuring them here, so they can't have a turn where they could like deluge and not have to worry about interacting with us. Like, only deluge, that is. Kalidas. So they're, wow, they're just gonna die to a removal spell here if we draw one. No. Okay. So do we want to trade? Give them a 2/2? No, because they gain 3. And we can't even play Sheoldred now. That's unfortunate. Yeah, just 1 mana short of Sheoldred. So we know they have Thoughtseize, so like we could do this main phase to draw into like a Glissa or Lovestruck Beast. I think I'd rather just pass turn here, unfortunately. Yeah, that sucks. Especially because we could have gotten them when they kind of went shields down. Excuse me, shields down for a second there. Yes, okay. So it's pretty good. So now they gain 3, and then we're like, 2 Sheoldred turns away from killing them. Dang. Down to 1, and they just kind of get back into it. Okay, so we could have gotten Glissa, but let's just still go Sheoldred. Yeah, jeez. There's a lot of lands too. Ooh, I should have played my land. Yeah, I should have played my land in case they have Make Disappear. Okay. Man, classic control, you put in so much effort, get them down to 1, and then they just slowly crawl out of it. Ugh. It's okay though. At least we're learning a bit more about the deck. And matchups. I think I will concede here though. Yeah, seems like maybe a bit of a tough matchup, but pretty impressive deck from our opponent here. Quick Study being pretty interesting as well too. And yeah, see you guys for the next one. Okay, match 3. We are on the play for this one. 1-1 right now. Deck feels like functional for sure, but I'm not entirely sure how I feel about it. I do kind of like the idea of cutting Glissas and just adding the main deck shadows in. Ooh, on the play with a 2-lander. Interesting. It's really close. I think I'm gonna mulligan though. I think we could do a little better. This is not very much better though. Okay, let's keep this though. Put back Innkeeper maybe? Let's put back a Glissa. I feel like Innkeepers plus Dreadknight gets us out of the mulligan a bit more consistently on average than Glissa does, just because it kind of dodges removal a bit better, but still need to draw green mana either way. Whoa, what the heck is this? So 4 colors, Slaughter Games, Fable, what the heck? Okay. Oh, and Jegantha. Okay. Interesting. Haven't seen this card in a long time. Okay, land, please. Should have specified. Ugh. Cannot even cast anything. Yikes. Okay, there we go. So, what do we even cast here? Is the question. I guess just Innkeeper. Like, we know 3 of the 6 cards. I think it's either Innkeeper or Dreadknight, but I think I'm willing to kind of get a little greedy here. Let's see if they slaughter games in the dark here. Okay, what are they gonna name? Just Thoughtseize or something? Sheoldred. Okay, that makes sense. So they take our Sheoldreds. Man, these land draws are not very convenient. Let's go Dreadknight though. Almost a Dreadwalker for some reason. And we can't even do anything else, but that's okay. Hellish Norn, okay. It's definitely fine by me. Let's just Edict that. So Edict that. Ooh, Thoughtseize was great. Bring to Light, Hostage Taker. Let's take Bring to Light. And then Heart's Desire, Lovestruck Beast. Hey, look at this. We're kind of doing the thing here. Fable. Okay. Binding, sure. I can see it, okay. Alright, so what is this? Just, I guess, another Bring to Light deck. So let's just do the same sideboarding then, I suppose. So remember we brought in 2 shadows. The 2 invokes, though. Cut all the fatal pushes. Decay. I guess still could be good. So we saw Fable, and then the last opponent had Up the Beanstalk, so maybe this is just fine. Heartless Act can probably be still pretty good. Can maybe cut like Foulmire Knight, a Murderous Rider, and I guess maybe Decay can be a cut. only hitting like 2 of their cards. I guess 1 guaranteed, and then maybe they play Beanstalk, right? So probably just cut that. I guess the last opponent was on Yorion, and they're on Jegantha, which is a difference. Okay, we can keep this. So, you know, they're not necessarily on the same exact list, right? Okay, so they do have Beanstalk, though. Definitely a scenario where I wanted to duress first. I think it's always correct to Thoughtseize first, but if we duress first, we could have gone Beanstalk, then Thoughtseize next turn, taking the Seed Shark. With that being said, though, I think we should just still take the Beanstalk. This card is really good. Oh, and they don't even use their Fabled Passage. Okay. So let's duress. Taking... wow. I mean, they're kind of far away from casting Change the Rocks and Leyline Binding. Which is the better one, though, I wonder. I don't even know. Because they kind of want to get Island, right? For the Seed Shark. So I guess it doesn't really matter too much. I guess I'll just take the Binding because it's more versatile. It's just slightly more versatile. And let's play Innkeeper, actually. Innkeeper, Lovestruck Beast next turn. And maybe by the time they have the Seed Shark, we just have Invoke Despair mana the turn after, based on like how awkward their mana has been this game. So I think we're doing pretty fine. Okay, they do get Plains though. Interesting. Oh, and they immediately draw into Mountain. Okay. Sure. Whatever. That's fine. The rest of their... I guess they could go Slaughter Games next turn, but I'm not really worried about that. And Invoke Despair can still interact with this, so I think we're fine. Did think it was still correct to get Binding, though. Looks like they maybe are thinking about what to Slaughter Games here. Okay. So, probably just name Sheoldred again, right? It's probably the best bet. Thoughtseize. Oh, okay. Sure. I wonder, so what do they have in hand that they're trying to protect here? Not really sure. Caryatid, is that it? I mean, we have Invoke Despair, and they know about that one. I probably should have played Pathway for information. That's okay. Okay. Get back Innkeeper, kill their blue source. Pretty good for us. Boseiju is a great draw too in case they have another binding or change their rocks. Yeah, let's just attack with Hive and have lethal. Okay, it feels pretty good getting 2 matches against these Beanstalk Bring to Light decks, which is pretty cool. And I'll see you guys for the next one. Okay, match number 4. We are on the play. 2-lander, but with Innkeeper and Foulmire Knight, I think we could for sure keep this one. Let's see what we're up against. Ooh, okay. Goblins. I think let's just take this Horde Master. Probably the most annoying card for us. But they have a pretty fast looking hand for sure. Okay. Glissa's pretty nice though. Of course, Swift End is always good. Goblin Pile Driver, sweet. Yeah, I was definitely going to make that trade there if they attacked. So let's go with Dreadknight. Draw a card. Okay. And pass. So Legion Loyalist is actually pretty good here, giving first strike to everything. Still don't attack though, okay. So they didn't have land last turn. I think I want to try to go for Lovestruck Beast, try to hit 4th land. Sweet. Okay, Squee. I think I'm still just going to take the Lord. Ooh, Horde Master is good though. So this is an 8-3. Oh gosh. Okay. 3-2, 3-2, 2-2. So I guess let's block the Denizen first off, or rather the Legion Loyalist. Then can we take, gosh, 14? Probably not. So let's block some of this damage, I guess. I guess we could go like, what, that? No. Guess let's do that. Cacophony Scamp, oh gosh. Okay. Do we just go Sheoldred here, probably? Probably just like the best play to that or Swift End Horde Master, but then we go down to 2. Yeah, I think we're unfortunately gonna have to miss out on the Dreadknight value this turn. Just pass. So Path of Peril is pretty good. Do you have Heartless Act as well? Extinction Event. Oh, another Legion Loyalist. Oh man. So that just kills us, looks like. Yeah. Dang, that's unfortunate. Yeah, dang, that kind of sucks. Probably should have done the math there. Oh, I guess, no, we don't have Path of Peril. Oh, my mistake. Extinction Events are still great, though. Probably should have still done the math, but I think we're for sure dead after them drawing that. We don't have removal spell, even after the fact. Okay, I think this is just pretty fine sideboarding. Cut all Thoughtseizes, bring in the removal. Seems pretty good to me. This hand is not really that good. 2-lander on the play, I don't think we could keep. Okay. Opponent keeps 7 though. Guess I'll keep this. Snoop. Okay. They actually just kill that. Yeah, I think we're supposed to just kill that. Or else they could really just go out of control, I think. So we know they have Bandit Lord now in hand. Okay. I think I'm just gonna, I mean it's a 2-for-1 for them, but I think I'm still just gonna trade. Just want to keep the board as clear as possible, I think. Okay. Okay, I was about to say land would be nice, so we could go Foulmire Knight into 2nd Lovestruck Beast, but I guess we just go 2nd Lovestruck Beast now, and then try to leverage Extinction Event on even sometime in the future. Okay, hopefully we draw 4th land, because that looks pretty good right now. Jeez. Okay. Beautiful. I got a little worried for a second there. I still have 4 cards in hand. Hobgoblin is pretty good. And they have a lot of utility in their mana base as well. So they drew that mountain for turn. Scamp. Battle Cry. Loyalist. Okay. And ping us for 3. Ooh. Okay, that's not very good. I think here we go Foulmire Knight. And then I think I'm just going to swing in for 10, right? They're going to take it? Sure. And I'll pass turn now. Okay, that's pretty scary. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I should have actually swift ended this before this resolved. Because I think now we actually have to swift end the Legion Loyalist. Unfortunately, because Trample just kills us here. So we go to 11, then we could block probably what, Pile Driver, take 10? That's right, 1? Okay, now are we dead? Looks like it. Yeah, I didn't see that line either. Okay, interesting. Tough, wow, very tough. Yeah, so I guess the line was there. It's just swift end the Battlecry Goblin. I don't know, I feel like we were still really dead anyway we played that out, but definitely should have gone for that, I think. Yeah, just the Loyalist into Pile Driver was kind of a bit too much for us. I still kind of like attacking there, but maybe we are supposed to play a bit more conservative, knowing we have Extinction Event in hand. Tough matchup overall, though. Yeah, I'll see you guys for the next one. Okay, match number 5 on the play. Yeah, more that I think about it, I think I definitely messed up that game too against the Goblins deck. I think we mulligan this one. Up against Control, yuck. Yeah. Okay. I think I will put back Foulmire Knight. Yeah, because like just messed it up so many different ways, I think, by attacking there with the Lovestruck Beast and blah blah blah. Okay, fun little game here this is about to be. Gosh, I think we just take the make disappear so we could have some functional early turns. But gosh, it's a pretty good hand from them. Okay. It's actually a great draw because now we can go Innkeeper, Castle. Next turn, maybe Lovestruck Beast. Let's go Lovestruck Beast. Okay, so they drew land and we're not really trying much else. Let's go, I think, Takenuma, Dreadknight, so we can play around Make Disappear. Okay. Then I think we just pass now. Because they could veto this Heart's Desire. Also, not playing the Heart's Desire plays better around a Verdict. Okay, true 4th land. Yeah, not really drawing too much. I guess let's go Lovestruck Beast. Oh, I probably should have shocked into him before this, though. I guess if they make disappear this, then that's kind of fine. And then swing in with all. They'll Wandering Emperor most likely, I think. Unless they just have Verdict in hand. Which would be unfortunate. Okay, there's the Emperor. Yep. Go down to 11. I think I'm just gonna hold this Innkeeper. Yeah, I'll just hold it for a second. Don't really want to play it into a Wrath, although it doesn't seem like they have one, but I think I'm fine. I'm just not playing it, but maybe I should probably just play it, right? That's alright. Okay, finally opponent's doing something. 5 mana to fairy. Alright, and then minus, make a token. I try Innkeeper. Okay, so I guess, yeah, I'll just trade our Innkeeper for, or not trade, but jump attack here. Knowing that we just have 2 more Innkeepers. Which I will play both of them now. And yeah, we have Castle activation, which is nice. Boseiju, probably not too relevant unless they have temporary lockdown, which would be pretty good then. But definitely still just like want to keep on pressuring the opponent here. Okay, those were some nice draws. Okay, veto, short. And I think to play around another counterspell, I'm just gonna play this Lovestruck Beast. All natural. Just get my draw triggers right away. Okay. Ooh, Sheoldred and Glissa. Nice. So let's attack here. They block. Okay. So I think I'm now just gonna tread Whispers. And I think at this point we're just like outvaluing them, and so I don't really care about like not playing Glissa to further put pressure on them. I think we're like doing fine. Okay, so start with Dreadknight. Draw 2. Now let's attack. I guess I could have gone Sheoldred first, but I think that's okay. Lift total doesn't matter too much. I'd rather just try to first draw into like a Thoughtseize or something. And yeah, I think at this point let's just go Sheoldred. Most powerful play. Okay. So yeah, I mean the power of Innkeeper really coming to shine this game, which is really good to know, especially how good it is in this control matchup. Okay, late on arms. It's a great start for them. Okay, another Sheoldred is fantastic, obviously. I think I'm still gonna try to draw first here, though. For Thoughtseize. Okay. So now I will attack. Okay. It's really good for them. So they go down to I guess, stay at 4. But looks like we'll be able to resolve Sheoldred number 2 here and play Tomb. Leave up Boseiju if we need it. And I need to draw removal this turn, or else they're dead. Okay, Deluge from hand. Probably looking to draw removal. Okay, sweet. Okay, getting game 1 against them is really good for us. Get a lot of cards post board. Duress, Needle are great. Go Blank is probably good as well. Honestly, like all of these cards are pretty good for us. I think we could start by cutting the pushes, the Decay, and the Heartless Act. Probably trim like 1 Murderous Rider, like a Foulmire Knight. And then from there, could probably go like maybe 1 Invoke Despair. Two Shadow. I think I want to keep all my Innkeepers, Dreadknights, and Lovestruck Beasts. Glissa Sheoldred, same. Maybe Go Blink isn't like too necessary either. Yeah, I think that's fine, just like this. Go Blink is mainly just for like Phoenix. Okay, that's a mulligan. Okay. Okay. I think I'm just gonna take Verdict, or I'm gonna just take Shark Typhoon actually, as their only card draw spell in hand. Don't really care too much about these removal spells just yet, and this can be a liability later on. Whereas we could kind of, you know, play around Verdict to a certain extent, especially if we have double Innkeeper. Any adventure creature draw is just super good. Like that one. I guess though, it probably just dies to the March. And then we probably have to just go Heart's Desire next turn plus Innkeeper. I think that's completely okay. Ooh, so actually this turn we could go Innkeeper, Foulmire Knight, Heart's Desire. Which is really good, actually. Actually, however, they do just have the Verdict in hand, so maybe we just stop right now. Yeah, let's just stop right now. Because I still want my 1/1 alongside my Lovestruck Beast, right? Okay. And yeah, I guess I pass. It's kind of tough to say. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass. I think I'm fine if they Verdict. It's not like the best tempo play for us, obviously. But if they even feel inclined to play like a Teferi here instead of Verdicting, if they don't feel pressured, then we just have Edict. They play a Foretell card. Interesting. Probably Doomscar. If I had to imagine. I think I'm just gonna pass, especially since they didn't hit a land drop last turn. I feel fine just passing here. Could actually maybe play, or could have played just the Heart's Desire. No, that's not right. Kahir in hand. Okay. So they're really not wanting to do anything, which I think is fine. It's not obviously good, like that good for us, but I think I'm fine just with this passing pattern. Maybe should have attacked with Hive though. Wow, they're just playing Kahira. Okay. So do we Swift End or Edict? I think Swift End. Okay. It's a little unfortunate. Thoughtseize was a great draw though. Primas, ooh. Wow. I guess we kind of have to take Shark Typhoon, because if they draw land next turn, we have no way of interacting with it. Primas is pretty scary though. Although I guess it's not that bad if they just have a Wrath effect. I think I'll swing in for one. Yeah, just pass. So this is probably definitely Doomscar now, and not Behold the Multiverse. I think I'll just use my Edict now. Could have actually done this on their end step in case they have Teferi. Okay. Dreadknight, that's really good. Okay, so let's go. I think I just want to get full value. So let's go Dread Whispers. Dreadknight. That's what we were trying to draw into, I think. Past turn. Yeah, that was fantastic. Ooh, wow, Invoke Despair too. Yeah, I think we go for that. Yeah, it's just, I think that's just really good for us. Unless they drew counter last turn, but Definitely supposed to go for it here, I think. Yeah, look at that. So now they probably for sure go Wrath Effect. Next turn, probably just go Farewell to get rid of the Dread Whispers. But then we just, you know, we now have the card advantage over them, which is great. Obviously great for us. Yeah, I mean, really impressive here. The deck is definitely like having the Innkeeper plus Dreadknight draws are just like so good against control, which is good to see. Yeah, okay. So let's go Sheoldred, Dread Whispers. Game 2, pass. Okay. Oh, and it's Starnheim Unleashed. Alright. And alright. That just goes Sheoldred number 2. Dread Whispers again. And alright, I concede. Sweet, yeah, that felt really good. Getting 2-0 like that against control. And I'll see you guys for the wrap-up. Alright, so post-league, the deck felt really nice. Got a 3-2 for this one. We lost 2 mono red goblins and Dimir control. Then went against blue-white control. And won twice against Bring to Light variants, which felt good. One of them was Yorion, the other was Jegantha, both with Up the Beanstalk. So I think that felt pretty good for us. In the future, I do want to be experimenting with just main deck shadows. Allows us to be, over Glissa that is, allows us to be a bit more aggressive. Even at that point, we could maybe cut a land, just because we have less, you know, higher curve mana value cards. So I think that's pretty interesting, and then it makes our green and sacrifice matchups game 1 a lot better, which I think is really interesting for us as well. And we didn't see those matchups, so still have to think about those nonetheless. Obviously Glissa is great against aggro, and is pretty good against mono green, and obviously is just like a great card, like value oriented card, but I kind of want to experiment with not having her in the mix, especially in a build that already has so much value in it already, with the Innkeepers and Dreadknights. She can just be a little clunky at 3 mana sometimes, so I kind of do want to try out with the Shadows main deck. I think that could be pretty interesting. But yeah, with that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and let me know if you want to see more of this deck as compared to just like traditional black-green mid-range like this. But yeah, with that being said, I'll see you guys for the next one. Thank you so much.